What is the future of Mars exploration? Well, hey, you should find out today on Gigi the Science Guy. Why did I let Billy name this? Roll the intro, editing guy. Roll the intro. Cut this part out too. Gigi the Science Guy. 3, 2, 1, science! Chemistry, physics, maths, and other things. Find them all out. Let's go. Okay, so what are the different ways of exploring Mars? Well, we've got orbiters, landers, and rovers. These are all unmanned probes. Well, at least, I'll just call them probes and what they actually are called in this video. So, what are the benefits of orbiters? Well, let's have a look. Well, it goes around the planet, doesn't smash into it, which is nice. Well, some of them have, like, I forgot the name of it, but one of them just feet to meters. Orbiters are good for like atmospheric studies and mapping. They carry instruments such as spectrometers to look at the composition of the atmosphere, and imaging devices for surface mapping, and well, there's a radio to transmit back to Earth. I mean, like, it's one of the only ways to transmit stuff. I mean, like, you could get a very large IR reflector, but that'll be hard. On to landers. Well, what does a lander do? Well, it lands on the planet, unlike the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, which is just right in there. So, what are landers good for? Well, they can study the surface better than an orbiter. You see, they have drills on them, quite a few of them, which can just to the surface, and they can take deep surface studies. So that's very nice. Also, the Viking landers and many others had bacterial experiments on them, so to find out if there's bacteria on the surface. The Viking landers had scoops and stuff like that, most of them do. And let's have a look at rovers. Okay, rovers are interesting actually. Well, they're like landers with wheels. So the good thing is that, like with a lander, you can just study one spot, so you cram as much science into it as you can. But with a rover, you can like drive it around slowly. So like the Curiosity rover is actually quite interesting because it's like a fully fledged lander with wheels, which is nice. It can like do drilling experiments. It can like do surface sample studies. It's got a laser for its eyes, which I like. It's pretty cool. It can like vaporize Mars rocks. If it can vaporize Mars rocks, that's pretty damn cool. So what's the possible future of non-manned Mars exploration missions? Well, the problem with landers is that they're static, and I mean, like, rovers are pretty slow, so that's a problem. How about a Mars plane? I mean, the benefits is it can take off, it can go fast, and then it can land. And, I mean, like, that's pretty good. But, it could also, like, drop off landers and rovers, and then take off again, do its own experiments, drop off a lander and a rover. There's some difficult problems with that, though. Problem number one is that, there wouldn't be enough oxygen in the atmosphere for the fuel to ignite. You see, Mars's atmospherical makeup is 95.32% carbon dioxide, 2.7% nitrogen, 1.6% argon, and 0.13% oxygen. Now, classic jet engines have a fan which rams oxygen into the combustion chamber, where it then explodes, shooting stuff out the back over the wings to just make it forwards, and then it takes off. Okay, so that's a problem. So we're not going to get enough oxygen unless we put an oxidizer on it. Also, the other problem is CO2 is quite a heavy element gas kind of thing. So what the big problem with that is that the drag would be massive on the propeller and wings. So you need to account for that. And what about solar plane? Well, propellers. The drag on the propeller would be quite a lot. And also, it would probably not fly very well because, I mean, like, you're going to need a lot of solar power. Like, it's possible in the future, but not very well. it would be very hard to make a Mars plane. But if we can overcome these engineering challenges, it would be great. The most we can currently do is just send more orbiters, landers, and rovers to study Mars and get more data. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you did not enjoy this video, dislike, leave a comment, tell me about how it went. And, well, I would like to thank Vic for doing the grammar on the document that I wrote. And that's it. Have a nice day, everybody.